So, we're back! Okay.
Ang energy
So,
ah.
so we are done with the introduction on job interview and the tips on how to undergo or undergone job interview. Now, we are to talk about the commonly asked questions during a job interview. So, the first question, Sir Dom, is...
Actually, it's not a question, but
Mhm.
when it comes to any job interview, you always start with introducing yourself. So, how should one introduce himself? 'Di ba? Paano ba? Should
Paano
you
ka?
say, Mark Dominican of 123 Victory Sur? Pwede bang ganon when it comes to the job interview?
Okay, so one tip na gusto kong i-share sa inyo, make sure that the information that you are to say to the interviewer should be ano to? Should bring out your strengths, your values, your beliefs, so that it can last impression to your interviewer that these are your beliefs, and then these are the things that you can do for the company,
Mhm.
and then the things, your skills. So yun yung mga dapat na sinasagot pag
Self-introduction.
self introduction.
Okay. So, there are actually, we already had a lot of job interviews when it comes to students. And since you have prepared ahead of time for this, make sure that it will not sound scripted. Kasi, memorize mo na tuloy-tuloy and all, parang wala siyang sense if it sounded scripted. Make it, make sure that it is authentic. The authenticity, I'm always saying that because it is very much important in a job interview. Yung totoo. Yung, so it's important that for the self-introduction, aside sa mga sinabi ni Sir George na dapat laman ng self-introduction nyo, is you practice also on how you will say it. On how you can, it should be personalized. 'Di ba? When it comes to your job interview. Conversational. It's like you are speaking to someone that you know for a long time or what, or your friend, but it's make sure that it is still professional. So that is for the self introduction. Once again, you include your skills, your competencies, your values as an individual. And just like what we have mentioned, you make most of your self introduction. Doon pa lang, kilala ka na ng employer mo kung bakit ka nandito, why you are applying for, and why they should hire you. Kompletos, rekados dapat ang self-introduction.
May question ako, Sir Dom. Pwede
Mhm.
ba na dapat yung nandun sa may curriculum vitae or dun sa may resume, yun lang din yung sasabihin niya during self-introduction?
Okay, so that's a good question, Sir George. So when it comes to the self-introduction, yung employer nyo, marunong magbasa. 'Di ba? That they know what are the qualifications that you have. They can read it on your resume. What you have to do when it comes to the job interview is to explain where did you possess these skills? When did you manifest these skills? Your competency. So the explanation of your resume is the job interview. If you will just enumerate, I have a leadership skill, communication skill, I will say that I can also read your resume, 'di ba? So, the explanation should be on your job interview. So that is for the first part of a job interview. So, let's go with the other questions. So the first one is, how will you describe yourself? Paano ba? Minsan ang pinakamahirap sagutin is na mga tanong is about sa sarili. Because it starts with knowing oneself. If you do not know yourself, how will you answer this question? How will you describe someone that is a stranger to you? 'Di ba? So, knowing oneself is very much important. That's why it's our first lesson. So, when it comes to describing yourself, sino ka ba? Sino ba si Dom, 'di ba? And you make sure na when you describe yourself, you describe your professional self. 'Di ba? And when the description should be something that the company can benefit from. So paano ba, Sir George? How would you answer this?
Okay, so kunwari dahil mga senior high school students pa lang
Mm.
kayo, grade 11, so wala pa kayong professional self.
Mhm.
So what will you do is to list down all your strengths. Ano, saan ka ba magaling? So pwede mong yun yung pwede mong pagkuhanan ng professional self mo. Yun yung ibibuild mo ngayon doon sa interviewer mo.
Mhm.
Pwedeng ganun. Your skills, saan ka magaling na minsan talent, so yung ganun, and then na dapat related dun sa position na ina-applyan mo, na pwede mo siyang ma-connect, pilitin mo na ma-connect siya.
Okay. So, let's say we are in a job interview, Sir George,
Okay.
and you were asked that question. How will you describe yourself?
Okay, so I am a goal-oriented person. I know how to lead. Okay, so what else? Siyempre, hindi dapat ganun sumagot. Pero dapat nakaisip ka na ng mga sasabihin mo eh. So, i-focus mo lang yung strengths mo sa sarili mo. So, isipin mo lahat yon, and then i-connect mo siya dun sa magiging trabaho mo. Being a leader, I can lead people inside my department. So, pwedeng ganun. And then as a goal-oriented person, I know how to manage things, I know how to prioritize.
Mhm.
So yung mga ganun, so ipasok mo siya dun sa, kung sakaling ikaw na yung nakuhang applicant para dun sa job na yun, ipasok mo dun sa mga job description.
Okay. So, when it comes to description of oneself, you go back to your core, your values as an individual. So, it's important that you have a list and you practice when it comes to this first question. So, the other question that they might ask you is, what led you to choose this job? So, actually dito when here at the University of La Salle, what led me to choose this job is, this is my passion. This is my alma mater. Even though we are not an education graduate, we are here in the academic industry because this is what we love to do. So that is what led me to this particular job. So other way of answering this question is, sometimes you get inspiration from other people. Just like I've always seen the the my mom or my dad working in the hospital, and I would like to be like them, who helps people, 'di ba? Something like that. Pwedeng ganun yung nag-lead sa sa trabaho na 'yon.
Or you idolize your math teacher,
Yes.
that's why you go into teaching din, so mga ganun.
What else pa ba? Or you can also say that I have seen the need to be in this profession. Oh, di ba? That's so powerful. So, when it comes to what lead you to choose this particular job, you look into why you are in this particular profession, or the purpose, or why you are here in this particular industry. Okay? So, let's go into the next question. So, why do you want to work for this company? Bakit ito yung company? So, you remember ha, kayo yung pipili ng company na pag-applyan nyo. So, dapat alam mo yung rason kung bakit ka nandun. So, so what's the, how would you
Okay.
answer this, Sir George?
Kasi dati, University of La Salle College is my alma mater. So, I chose to apply for a teaching job here at the high school because I see the need to have some teachers to teach accounting and then some business courses. Another one is yung nakita ko kasi yung difference ng practice doon sa mismong profession natin. So, namin pala. So, mas gustuin ko lang na gumawa ng ano to? Ng magandang pathway para do sa mga future accountant. So, that's why. So, Dun sa company naman, bakit University of La Salle? Kasi syempre, premier school ang La Salle, 'di ba, pagdating sa Region 2. So, yun yung pinili ko din na na employer. So yun. How about
Okay.
you, Sir Dom?
So more of the vocation part si Sir
Yes.
George, 'di ba? It's more of the mission to do something for the industry. And through Lasalet, he will be able to do that. So why did I also choose this particular company? Why University of Lasalet? It's almost the same with Sir George that since this teaching is what I would like to do ever since, I would like to hone young minds. And being honed in this institution as an alumni of the University of La Salle, I know what La Salle can offers. And I know I can contribute something to the call of Our Lady of La Salle. And that is the reason why I chose this particular company.